Hi, my name is JT Lewis. Today I kind of wanted to talk to you about how my journey, my life experiences really tie into the curriculum you're learning about at the Choose Love movement. So in 2012, we had a mass shooting here in Sandy Hook, Connecticut. And in that, I lost my brother. The weeks after that shooting, man, I couldn't go back to school. It was too difficult. I just couldn't do it. I was depressed. I didn't want to see my friends. I didn't want to leave my room. I was really lucky. I know that sounds crazy, but hear me out. A couple weeks after the shooting, I was able to Skype with kids, young adults now, in Rwanda, which is a little country in Africa. And in 1994, they had a mass genocide where over 1 million people were killed and millions more displaced. Millions of kids ended up in orphanages. And so almost 20 years later, they Skyped to me following the shooting here in Sandy Hook and kind of had a heart to heart with me. And now they're about 25 years old, and they were telling me what happened to them during that genocide, talking about how Matthew walked 2 hours either way to school, eating grass off of the hills following that genocide. That's how much school meant to him. Betty told me about how she was given by the government 8 kids to become their older sister. They were not related to her, but she became their caregiver. I mean, man, they had quite an experience. And here I was sitting in my room, I hadn't left yet, hadn't been able to leave the house, go back to school following the shooting. And I'm thinking to myself, man, we have neighbors bringing us meals, the whole community coming together, everyone reaching out. How can we help? What can we do for you? And they had none of that in Rwanda. And their message for me was basically, you'll feel hope again. You'll feel happy again. And no one had the credibility to tell us that until then. They had that credibility. They knew. They'd been through something much worse. And so following that, I went back to school and I decided I'm going to start this thing called Newtown Helps Rwanda. And I'm going to try to raise money to send one of them to university, which is what their dream was and something that they didn't have the resources for. So a couple friends and I started Newtown Helps Rwanda, and we actually raised enough to Skype back and tell Betty, we raised enough to send you to university for a year. And in the months and years following that, we raised enough to finish her 4 years of university, send Matthew to school for 4 years, and we've also branched out to help build fish and poultry farms in Uganda for former child soldiers, help kids, car crash victims here in America. It's really been an amazing experience. What I learned through that was giving back, giving to others is really helping yourself. It helped me get up, get out, get active, go to school after that dark period of my life. It was a life-changing experience. In my life, I've used the Choose Love formula. The courage to listen to other people's perspectives and experiences and learn from them. I think about my friends in Rwanda. Gratitude. I'm grateful to those who supported me when I started my foundation. Forgiveness. As my mom explains, it's not for those who have done something to you that you forgive. You do it for yourself. It's easier. I'll leave you with this big lesson I learned in life through all of this. Helping others, it's really helping yourself. I started Newtown Helps Rwanda, but giving back to your community, helping someone going through a difficult time, it's something we can all do. You don't have to start an international organization. Sometimes it's as simple as just making sure no one sits alone at lunch. Everyone, every day, everything you do, you should just be trying to make the world a better place. Thank you.